Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome to video lecture. Today I am going to discuss in a plant layout. In this, I would like to discuss few very important contents. One is factory building, sanitation, and lighting. Let us discuss. The first one is factory building. Factory building is a building or group of buildings containing a plant assembly for the manufacture of goods. This is what factory building. There are few different types of factory building. Let us discuss one by one later. There are many factors are considered while designing a factory building. Whereas according to the James Lundy, an ideal plant building is one which is built to house the most efficient layout that can be provided for the process involved, is architecturally attractive and is most flexible in its use and expensive in its construction. This is very important in the factors in designing ideal factors building. There are few factors to be considered while designing a factory building. Those factors I would like to tell you: strong enough when materials handling and product and equipment, lighting, ventilation and air conditioning, appearance, service and maintenance cost. All those things are very important factors to be considered while designing of a factory building. And let us move to the importance of an ideal building. See the various importance. It increases the plant flexibility and use. It ensures a smooth operations of production activities. It reduces materials cost, and it gives protection to property, shelter to employees, safeguards the company's secrets, and it increase employee comfort and morale also. And it reduces the services and maintenance expenses. These are all the various importance of an ideal building. Now let us move to the different types of factory building. See, basically we have classified four different types. The first one is single story building, multi-story building, then high bay and monitor types building, then special buildings. Let us discuss one by one. The first one is single story building. In this, single story building is a structure consisting of a room or set of rooms at a single position along a vertical scale. Whenever land is available in plenty, huge and at cheaper rates, it is better to have single storied buildings. The reduced cost of land and extensive transport facilities have encouraged the growth of single-storied buildings on the outskirts of the cities or out of the cities or in nearby any villages. This is what single-story buildings. The main advantages of this one: there is a greater flexibility in layout and production routing. They have an elegant appearance, and expansion is easily ensured by the removal of walls, whatever that. This is one of the advantages. Some disadvantages of single story building: it's a high cost of land, then particularly in the city, high cost of heating, ventilating, and cleaning of windows, and high cost of transportation for moving human resources like man, material, or any other to the factory. This is what single story building. Then let us go to the second one is multi story building. Factory building. In big cities where the cost of land is high and where there is no scope for horizontal expansion, construction of multi-story buildings area on the various list. This type of multi-stories building is a maximum operating floor space per square feet of land. This is best suited in areas where land is very costly. Especially in Bangalore, there is a very difficult to buy the land because the per square meter it is more than 5, 6, 7,000 in nominal amount. So if you buy even 30, 40, it will reach more than crore rupees. That's why that type of area is suitable. Then one of the more advantages: lower cost of heating and ventilation. Then reduced cost of materials handling because the advantages of gravity flows of materials can be availed. Then use of overhead storage, then well adapted to light manufacturing industries. These are all the various advantages of the multi-story. Some disadvantages of the multi-story building, and multi-stories handling becomes very complicated as it has to be moved between floors. A lot of floor space is wasted on elevators, stairways, and escapes. Then difficulty in supervision, also maintenance supervision. So this is the disadvantages. Next, well, let us go to the third one is high bay and monitor type. These are all single story structure with the roof truss being surrounded by a monitor, giving a maximum overhead space. The overhead space may be used to operate crane, hose, and other any overhead facilities. See here in this high bay and monitor types, there are advantages. This type of building offers good natural ventilation. There is a provision for natural lighting. There is a ample room for crane operations. Some disadvantages, if you see that due to the carelessness, if heavy equipments are operated by crane or any other hose through the monitor, there are chances that the building may be damaged. This is one thing. And the last one is special buildings. These are all special buildings needed for certain manufacturing process or for assembly operations. The aircraft industry needs buildings with wide spans that range from 300 to even 400 feet. Sawmill building which have no side walls to keep the wind steady and to prevent dust accumulated and fire. The aerospace industry also needs special buildings. And few advantages in special buildings, there is these buildings are built to shoot to particular purpose. It helps in carrying out the activities of the business smoothly. It provides more safety measures. Some disadvantages, it is inflexible. Sometimes it is inflexible, and this is a type is high obsolescence because of rapid changes in technology. These are all the very important different types of factory building. Let us move to the types of building constructions. See the various different types of the building constructions what we have. The mainly is wood frame constructions. The wood frame, the construction is nothing but these building are constructed using wood, right? Either rosewood, teak wood, or whatever that. These are of lightweight and are non-slippery. These buildings are found where fire hazardous or least. These buildings have shorter life, no longer life. Second one is brick masonry structures. These buildings are made up of brick and mortar. I mean the mixture of sand and lime. These are resistant to fire. These are lasting. These are used for making heavy goods and products. The third one is slow burning mill constructions. It is like plank or any timber building. These are made of wood planks and beams. And the last one is steel frame constructions. These used steel columns and beams. The pillars are made up of cement. This is one of the very important different types of building constructions. Okay, now let us move to the next very important concept after the factory building. We'll discuss for factory sanitation or industry sanitation. So that industry sanitation in this industrial sanitation is a very important concept in plant layout, because if we don't have the proper sanitation, it's very difficult to maintain organization. Sanitation is the hygienic means of promoting health through prevention of human contact with the hazards of waste. Hazards can be physical, microbiological, biological, or any other chemical agents of diseases. This is what the very important. And industrial sanitation is the science of safeguarding health of industrial workers. It involves the provision to safeguard and promote the health of workers in an industry. So the industrial sanitation means the science of safeguarding the health of industrial workers. Even sanitation is the way of life. It is the quality of living that is expressed in the clean home, clean farm, clean business, clean neighborhood, and clean community. Everything will be cleaned. That is what the sanitation. So there are various significance of sanitation. Maybe the physical and mental well-being of employee helps in quality and quantity of output. Employee efficiency it will increase. Obviously, when we have very proper sanitation, it will increase the effectiveness and efficiency of the employee. Then employer and employee impact, health education and training, employee hygiene, then health program, growing importance and attention in today's world. This is very very important of this one. After that, let us move to the elements of sanitation. See, there are various elements in a sanitation involves the provision of the following services to safeguard and promote the health and workers in an industry. Here, the first one is supply of wholesome water. See, the supply of water or wholesome water, it is a good supply of wholesome drinking water is one of the basic requirements in all industrial establishments or organization. Water is needed for the smooth working of the organization. In industry, water is required for even drinking, toilet purpose, hand washing, canteens, and for any manufacturing purpose. The normal source of water are lakes, canals, springs, rivers, borewells, and any other taps. Water should be pure, safe, and free from all contaminations, because if you don't have the proper water, most of the diseases are coming from water. That's why you have to maintain the proper supply of water. That is very important. After that, we'll go for the second one is waste and effluents disposal. I mean the disposal of waste. Industrial wastage is a residue or piece of raw materials, byproduct of the manufacturing process. It is produced by industrial establishment and plant personnel. This is what a very very important thing which we are going to understand. So that's why waste can be classified in two. One is salvageable waste, another one is non-salvageable waste. Right? In the salvageable waste, these wastes have salvage value, right? And non-salvageable is nothing but a liquid, whatever that we have to take care. Okay. After that, the third one is avoidance and control of insects or rodents. See, the insects very important. Insects play a significant role in the transmission of disease. Lack of cleanliness contribute to insect breeding. The most direct method of dealing with insect infestation is to eliminate their breeding places. Rats and insects should be eliminated by keeping the place clean. Insecticides may be used. That is what we can. Then food sanitation. Then the food sanitation can be monitored by, right, clean handling of food and food items by cooks, servers. Food should be covered. Refrigeration of food items will be used. Then proper planning of kitchen layout. Then because the food contamination can be avoided through the following means: clean handling of food by the person serve, whatever that, right? Food should be covered. All those things are very very important. So we have to need to be take care this one. Then food sanitation also we have to maintain. Then the good housekeeping, it is intended to promote order lines and cleanliness throughout the organization, because it helps. Yeah, it's really what is that, health. It helps very much in organization. That's why we have to take care of that one. And good housekeeping also we have should be maintained, right? And one more thing, good housekeeping, it helps in elimination of accidents and fire hazards, conservation of space, time, materials and efforts, and improvement of employee morale. Housekeeping is governed by the nature of industry and the type of products. So good housekeeping promotes a good and healthy environment, and the efficiency of operation improves. This is also the sixth one is providing facilities for personnel services. Obviously, certain hygienic practices have to be followed by the employees, like cleaning of hands, bathing, keeping the toilets clean, hygiene, wearing clean clothes, mask, and everything. Right? So that's why it's very very important. Anyway, now we are all following because of the COVID-19. This in this pandemic, all are having the awareness of this kind of the elements. Then freeness from air pollution, even the noise pollutions, right? So air pollution, even noise pollutions, everything is very very important. That's why in company has to take care about all those elements. This is one elements of sanitation. Okay, now let us move to the lighting. I mean factory lighting or lighting. There are many different types of industries that need industrial lighting. Even manufacturing facilities require specific types of industrial lighting to illuminate their exterior grounds, their indoor shipping and receiving base, and their production areas. They are critical to task lighting that workers need to safely operate machinery and assemble parts. So lightning, I mean like factory lighting, it's a good illumination is important for proper work performance. A good lighting has the what is that quality standard, like glare free, proper and diffusion, brightness, steadiness and quantity. Both excess and inadequate light are harmful to the workers. So this is very very important, dear friends. Just we have to look at this one. There are sources of lighting. What are the various sources of lighting? There are two different sources of lighting, right? That is, one is natural lights, another second, okay, natural light, another one is artificial light. Let us discuss natural light. Natural light is a daylight is received from sun god. It is a light which is obtained from natural means through factory roof, doors, even windows, or etc. See the various, what is the main importance or merits of natural lights is very simple. It is plentiful in or tropical regions. It is available in free of cost, right? Free of cost, as the natural gift given by God, right? No maintenance and no installation charges. There are no problems of load scheduling and any other power failure. It is most suited for general lighting purposes. This is one of the important source of lighting under the natural lights. Let us move to the artificial light. The artificial, it is a human effort to create this light. Already we know artificial lighting is the illumination which is got through artificial or man-made source, such as bulbs, tubes, and any other tube lights, whatever that, right? So here some merits also we have. Uniformity is there, obviously it's all. Then controlled intensity, it helps in job shifts, supports natural lights, then even reduces the number of windows, right, in the critical time. These are all the very very important. Sometimes the disadvantages, I mean demerits, it is a high cost and fear of power cuts, some not reliable, all those things. Some demerits or disadvantages also what we have. Yes, dear students, now let us move to the types of artificial lights. See, there are few artificial light. That is the first one is which is made man-made. First is filaments lamps, arc lamps, then electro discharge lamps. Right? I would like to tell about filaments lamps. These are all also called as what is that incandescent lamps. These requires less investment and maintenance in industry. These produces excess heat and lack color of natural light, right? These lamps are available in different weightages. This is what filaments light. Next one is arc lamps. These lamps are the lamps which produces light by burning carbon rods. These are used in cinema house, I mean the cinema theater, either PVR, any other mall, and in projectors and places which requires high power illumination. It requires high investment cost, even high investment maintenance cost also. The third one is electro discharge lamps. This is a There are different types in the electro discharge. One is the, we know that mercury vapor lamps. These emits greenish blue color of high intensity and are used as exterior lights to illuminate the passages. These lamps have very long life and requires no maintenance. Alright, these are all the different types of artificial lamps. Yes, this is a very important concept which we have discussed in plant layout. That is, the first one is the factory building, second one is the factory sanitization, third one is the factory lighting. What are the different lighting system? Everything we have, we have discussed, right? And it's really help us to the factory and factory persons to increase the efficiency and effectiveness of the productivity. Thank you.